Gemini. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your October 2020 tarot reading. I am using the transparent tarot. I am madly in love with these cards. And I first saw them on Charlie's Angels Tarot. I was checking out my own, Sagittarius reading on there. And I fell instantly in love with these cards. And the reading was just so right on with what was going on with me at the time. So, anyway, I just want to tell you that, yeah, so go check out Charlie's Angels Tarot, Charlie's Angel Tarot. If you have a chance, she's really good, really wonderful woman. Anyway, I also want to do a shout out to, because this video is brought to you by the sign Libra. And so it's Libra's turn this month to send in their $25 contribution for the year. And so I just want to do a shout out to a Libra, Kathy Ann and Irene C. I also want to say thank you to Cheryl W. in Austin, Texas. And there's a special Sag in Johannesburg, Africa. I want to thank you all for your contributions, supporting my channel and supporting me. Thank you so much. It just feels really good when someone appreciates your craft. I love it. So, Gemini. Look at that. Right away. Hold on a second here before I cut them. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay. Took me a minute to tune into you, eh? Okay, Gemini, Gemini. Okay, so we are ready to cut them. I'm not shuffling them anymore, but before I cut them, I just wanted to get your stuff in there, I had shuffled them quite a bit before I even think, but this is the sign. When one jumps out, that's the sign for me. Not the only sign, but one of the signs to say, hold it. Look at that. So obviously this is the Justice card. Now, I better double check because I've been wrong before in this. I'm pretty sure it's Justice. All right. It could be Temperance, but I don't think so. I think it's Justice. Anyway, oops, went right past it here. Yes. Oh, but look at that. I had it upside down. Good thing I looked. And that does make sense when you look at it like that. The scales are teetering on this point of this sword. It could easily go to one way or the other, but just as you could be involved in some sort of a legal situation, you could have to go to court, be a witness, maybe jury duty, something like that. Some sort of a legal situation you could be involved in. But I think there's going to be a fair judgment come out in your favor in this situation. If it was iffy, I think another card would have jumped out with this, but I think there is a fair judgment going to be made, okay? So let's see what else you got here. In your past, you have the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and what number is that? The Five of Wands. Huh. So, Four of Cups. Four of Cups, it says that you're really, really focused on this one thing in love, in relationship. This relationship could be, it looks like there's some issues here, I gotta tell you. But one of the things is you're focused solely on this one person or one idea of love. And there are other openings, perhaps, that, also I see that there could be some sort of disappointment in love. There was a big buildup. You thought there was going to be a big buildup, and it didn't happen. It's empty promises as well. Um, then there's the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands could be communication coming in about the pages is kind of it could be an opportunity, a work opportunity, a change at work, something like that. It could be even some sort of competition at work, because then you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is sometimes conflict or competition at work, and you're having to razzle dazzle a little bit more than before because there's other people. But let me put these together. So first I want to take this Four of Cups and put the page on there. So you're trying to get back up and get going again here. You may get a message that might help you do that, kind of get your head out of the clouds in a way, And you're at work there could have been promises made to you too that weren't fulfilled. There was a lot of buildup of this, what we're going to do, and we're going to do that and that and that, and maybe it didn't get fulfilled, for some reason. So you need to, get up and get moving on with this. And there may be some sort of competition now, or you feel like you have to do more than before. You have to prove yourself in some way. You know what I mean? And I don't think that was the original deal. Like it's not what you were thinking it was going to be. In the present, you have the three. Is that the three? Oh, that's the Knight of Pentacles. Looks a lot like the three. The King of Pentacles. And the four. Or no, is that the four? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. So the Knight of Pentacles, as you know, the Knights are about action, movement, taking something and doing something with it. This Knight is about finding security and stability. You possibly are seeking something more secure, or perhaps taking a risk, a bit of a risk, because the Knights are risk takers, and their object is to do something, put some action into this, go somewhere with it. So you're ready to go after it. You're ready to expand. See that little spiral tattoo on his shoulder? You're ready to expand more. But this Knight moves very slowly. He's very sensible, careful, doesn't want to take the wrong step kind of thing. So it's you're moving forward, but it's slow. It's careful. All right. And then you have the King. And the King, like, look at how grounded this King is. Very grounded. It looks like the trunk of a tree. It's solid. You ain't gonna move that. So, but the King has started. He has put the groundwork in for sure and built something very solid here, very secure, very stable. but now is ready to branch out. You see his arm looks like a branch here. He's ready to branch out and do something new. He needs to stimulate his growth, in some way. And so this is what you're doing. I want to put these two together now. So from this, the thing is, you may go in complete opposite direction that you're facing now, is one thing I'm thinking. You may go in a complete opposite direction and want to branch out. Honestly, want to branch out. You may have been the knight, but now you're becoming the king. You have a lot of experience now. You've gained experience. You know what you're doing. You have a handle on things. But like I said, you don't want to. Normally, Gemini is very quick, very fast. But here you want to be sensible. You want to be practical, you know, um, and do the right thing. I love how to, on the king, the spiral, you can see it right through his clothes. It's still there. You're more mature now, you're ready. And the Four of Pentacles. Now, the four is, this guy is holding on pretty tightly to what he's got. He's got an eye, an arm on everything. And it may be a time when you should kind of hold on to your money, not go out spending it, just being a little bit careful. What do they call that? Being frugal, or thrifty. Some of those old-fashioned words where you need to start defining, is it a want or is it a need? I might want it, but do I need it? I can wait, it's saying it's more of a time to hold on to your money, because you got plans here. You got plans. You want to branch out, and you need to, it kind of looks like you have been branching out a little bit. This is a sprout, but here this is a really solid now. You have a more solid place to branch out from. Okay? You feel more secure. Okay? It does say, be careful with your money. Be careful. This might be a time when you want to save, and like you're accounting for every penny and every nickel kind of thing. There's no waste. No waste. All right? So, wow, 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 wow. The other thing, too, I'm going to tell you about Pentacles is they're also very much about healing, healing. And you've grown a lot. Like, you've grown from the sprout of perhaps your business or yourself to this very strong, stable business or person. And like I said, you're trying to make smart moves here, and I see that you're trying to balance a lot. But like I said, you know, it's not a time really for spending, even, and I know you're branching out, but it's branching out with one, which begins with the ace, right? So be frugal. And in the future, you have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Geez, Gemini. Well, the Six of Swords is moving away from, like, negative communication. arguments, disputes, um, going over that same old stuff over and over again. You know, it's you just don't, you want peace and quiet. You want peace. You just don't want to be bringing up those same old arguments and all that, talking about this over and over again, you know. And so you're moving away from that. And by moving that away from that, that could be just simply not answering that message, you know, not going to that thing and participating. It's taking yourself out of this ring of mental anxiety. Like it's just like getting you all fired up, and you just don't want to be fired up. You want peace and quiet and calm now. All right. Um, I think there could be some work you may need to do, Gemini, because there's something that is eluding you in a way. There's something eluding you here. And yeah, it's like you can't see the forest for the trees. Do you know what I mean? You're quite immersed, like I said. This is what you're trying to get away from. And even though you might get yourself away from, it might take a while to untangle all that in your head, you know, to untangle it. And then you have the seven. And you know, the seven, I see the seven two ways. This is, you know, it could be someone trying to get away with something here. They're, they are trying to take information, you know, they're, they're, the thing is they're leaving a trail. You know, they're not going to get away with it. They're leaving a trail. They're not, they're in too much of a hurry. Um, But the other thing too is that we can only carry so much of the responsibility. That's the other view of the Seven of Swords. A lot of times we accept all of it. Oh, okay, I guess that was my fault. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to say that. Did I sound like that? You know, and we'll just accept the fault and the shame and everything. And after a while, it gets to be a heavy load to carry it all. And it's starting to fall apart. This whole um feels like a charade, to tell you the truth. The whole charade starts to fall apart. And you know, I want to put these together. I want to show you what it looks like together. So here you are. You want to get away from all this. You know, this is like, and then you're realizing that there's something that you may not be revealing, or it may elude you as well. There's still something anchoring you there. And I think part of it is you're part of it is all these swords that you were carrying, all the responsibility and the worry and the anxiety. And I don't think it was all yours to carry, for one thing. But also, I think someone is trying to get away with something here. And I think that you should let them go. Let them go on, and whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, it's not going to do them any favors. They're going to leave a trail, and it's all going to lead back to them. You just go on, you know, Gemini. Get away from all this toxic, whatever it is. You know, it could be just the news, listening to the news and all that awful negative information. Um, whatever it is for you. But here, I gotta pause for a sec. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. Anyway, the other thing too is that you could be putting some money away, hiding some money away that you've built. You've been building for a long time, something that you've been building. You might hide some money away because of this legal situation you're in. You know, you want it to be fair, right? Um, and it's kind of funny here that you have the 6, 7, 8 of swords. You're trying to get out of something that is quite dramatic, and there's lots of drama. There's some sort of sneakiness going on here. Could be lies, you know, lies, or trying to sneak away with something, information or something like that. And you'll be out of it soon. You know, you'll be out of it soon, Gemini. But anyhow, you know, the thing is you're trying to expand, and I also think you're trying to heal somewhat from, you know, I think disappointment that you've been through in the past. So if this reading resonates, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And I want to leave you with a couple of quotes. The one is, and these are quotes that friends has shared with me recently. The one is, if we could read the secret history of our enemies, we should find in each person's life sorrow and suffering enough to disarm all hostility. So it's food for thought. And the other thing is, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you are carrying hostility, you know, it might be around you. It might be in your energy, you know, what you're surrounding. And I'm not saying blame other people, but you know, we are what we eat. We are what environment we put ourselves in. You know, we got to keep ourselves clean. That's our own responsibility. Um, anyway, I hope some of this helps you on your journey this month, um, Gemini. I also wanted to say that it's still the full moon right now, and if you want to put some water out, out in the moon outside in something glass, not plastic container, anything but plastic. Put it out, take the lid off, leave it open, and let the moon's energy um, get in that water. And after it's sat out all night, in the morning, it's now moon water, and it can help you. You know, you can drink that water, you can give it to somebody who might need it. So, anyway, I hope some of this helps you. Please comment if it resonates with you. I'd like to know. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.